All right, it's Tuesday, January 9th. This is an end of the day SPY recap, and today we end up with a two-up green day. We took out the high the previous day. We held above the midpoint of that day, and essentially it was a consolidation day after yesterday's big run-up, kind of holding to the upper half of yesterday's range with an upward bias. After the green day yesterday, we were kind of expecting the high to be taken out, but we also knew you could have a little bit of consolidation after such a big run-up. But it was still very clear in terms of price action. If you look at the 15-minute chart, between the blue lines here was the pre-market range, and we opened up near the bottom of that range. Kind of had a little bar that was just a little neutral here to start. We took out the pre-market lows and then immediately reversed. So on bar 3, there's your buy signal, expecting those highs of yesterday to be tested. You're well above the midpoint of the prior day. So this down opening actually gave you a great opportunity to get long and to be patient and just wait for a good buy signal here to anticipate running up to yesterday's high. And that's exactly what the morning trade did. One push, a little pause, then all the way up to the pre-market high and yesterday's high. So great morning trade right there. Came down, and then this was kind of not really, just it reversed to the upside, but it wasn't really like an orderly pullback ready to test that high again. So as it turns out, it kind of went up there and then consolidated a little bit for the rest of the day. So it was just really a great morning trade, and you're kind of expecting a little bit of consolidation with an upward bias, and that's exactly what unfolded. And the down open gave you a great opportunity to buy for there's enough volatility in here to have a really nice trade in the morning. So now we end up with, we're continuing with our 2-up week that still has a target up here. After a nice consolidation, that kind of sets up for a nice potential, buy for the rest of the week here. If we can get above those highs to get to those levels. If we come down, maybe we get a 2 down that kind of fails to reach its low of the week and then maybe turns up later in the week, something like that. So we're still biased to the upside with the 2-up week in play here, and the fact that the yearly chart and quarterly chart is all green and heading higher. So we will continue to stay biased to the long side and just kind of see what kind of price action unfolds to give us those opportunities. Like today, it opened up near the low and started up right out of the gates. Tomorrow, maybe it opens up high and we'll have to take out some liquidity on the downside before it heads up. You never know how structure is going to form on the day, but the bias is always to the upside. So, we just kind of see relative to the pre-market range and the opening price action, what price gives us, what price leads us to, I guess, in terms of some of the better high probability signals to the upside. So we'll see how that unfolds tomorrow. But for today, very nice morning trade to the upside.